What up, though? DJ Star back with another video. So before we get into that, I want to say please excuse my setup. I am working from home and I'm trying to figure this whole thing out as far as angles and backdrop and what it should be. As I get better at this will get better, so please excuse it for now. Also, this video will be my top 10 sneaker cops of 2020. And if you've been watching the channel or following the channel for a minute, you will know that it's going to be majority Jordans, but I'm going to do 5, and then I'm going to do 2 honorable mentions, and I'm going to do the top 5. So 5 at the bottom, 5 at the top. So before we get into all that, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping new content. And please share the link in the channel with your family and friends so this sneaker community amongst us can grow and get bigger, and we can continue to do these unboxings and on-feed videos. So with that being said, we're going to jump right into it. Now my number 10 sneaker pickup of this year is, bam, the Air Jordan 13 Black and Royal. Now, if you've been following this channel, you know I love sneakers, especially Air Jordans with 3M in it. I think it's just a beautiful sight. I'm a big fan of royal blue with that black. Just looks so dope, and it gives you those red vibes, but with the blue, and it's just special. And they did a good job on the shoe as far as execution go. The 3M is popping, so lovely. The traction with the little white on it looks beautiful to me with that blue panther eye up there. And then you know I had to floss it out and put in my 3M laces on it. The quality on it was really good. I just really love this shoe and I had to have it. So this is my number 10 pick. All right, y'all, coming in at number 9. The number 9 pick was the Air Jordan 5, what did they call them? Green Apple, but AKA the Air Jordan 5 Oregon General Release. Now this shoe is, I don't know, it's just iconic in its look, the green, and then you see I had to swap it out also with those yellow fat laces. I love 5s, I love to put my fat laces in them, and this was just a very clean shoe. And I like the way they did it. They made the, making the PE versions a little different, but still making them available to the public. I mean, if you don't have $5,000 to drop on the OG with the actual Duckman on the back and all that kind of stuff, you could go grab these with the Elevate behind it. And that was the name of the shoe, actually, the Elevate. But it's just an iconic look, and I love 5, so I had to have them. So this is my number 9 pick. Now coming in at number 8 is another 5, and here you go, the Air Jordan 5 OG Fire Reds. Now initially, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I've been trying to slow it down this year and go for mostly OGs this year and just do the OGs, just trimming down my collection and my sneaker buying and do other things and free up the money to do other things. And I wasn't gonna grab this shoe, but one of my collector heads was talking about it. And he like, man, how you not gonna have it? That's an OG, that's an iconic, that's a classic, come back in OG form. But I'm like, man, they don't have the 23 stitched in it. I feel some type of way about that, right? So then he was like, man, you should grab it anyway. So then I started to do a little bit more research on it, and I realized that the 23, this was like the first one Jordan wore in the All-Star game, and then the 23 was on the other OG release colorways. It just wasn't on the very first one that he wore. So just going in and doing that research and detailing it made it special to me. And then when you get around to the back and you see that Nike Air stitched oh so well, real nice stitching in there, putting it in the OG way, it's just dope. So I was like, I had to have it again. You see another lace swap with the fat laces. I had to go there. And this is just a clean shoe. I've literally only worn this shoe like maybe twice this whole year. So that was my number 8 pick. Now coming in at number 7 is another OG. And we have it right here, the OG Fire Red 4s. Now, I was waiting for this shoe since last year. I heard it was going to retro. I could not wait. This shoe, when I was younger, oh man, it used to just blow my mind the way it looked. It's like I had never seen anything like it. So it was just important for me to go grab it. They did it with the OG tongue. You see the nice trim. You ain't got the fatness and it looping over. They gave you the OG hang tag, which are the only ones I really keep on my shoes because it's so light and it'll throw off the weight of the shoe. The lines are so clean. The gloss on the midsole, the red, and then of course that OG Nike Air on the back is just, oh man, it's just a dope shoe, man, and I love it. I literally only wore it like once, but it's just so clean in my opinion. And then you'll see again, fat lace swap. It's a 4 and a 5. It's gonna come with the fat lace swap, period, point blank. So that right there, y'all, is my number 7 favorite sneaker cop of, or my top 10 sneaker cop of 2020. Now coming in at number 6 is another one that wasn't so much iconic or OG, but I just had to have it. And here we have it, the Air Jordan 3 Blue Cement. I mean, this shoe was like, man, if you've been watching my channel, you know me. I'm a member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. Undergrad was Nasty Notorious New Chapter of Central State University. Shout out to the mob. And my grad chapter, which I am a founding member, is Phi Nu Sigma. Grad chapter of Dayton, Ohio. And this shoe right here was a must cop. And it was crazy because when I had seen the images, I'm like, what, royal blue with that cement and that gray? Like, you cannot beat that. And it is super clean. Again, OG tongue. See that shape? None of them sticking up from the back. It's just OG style. Of course, I had to throw the fat laces in it because it's a 3. You got a nice shaped toe box. If you can see that in the video, nice little shaped toe box. So they whipped the OG tooling on it. Just iconic. They did put the Jumpman Air on the back, and that's not a deal breaker for me. Only thing I didn't like about it is that they used some kind of off-white sail, or maybe because it was sitting, the paint is just a little darker than the paint that you get on the midsole, which was weird, but I had to have it. And this is, I copped these off of StockX for resale. It wasn't too bad. I think the shoe was releasing at $190, and I think I paid a total with shipping and the tax on it and the fee. I think I paid like $300 for it. So basically $100 or some, or $95 over retail. But I had to have it because I was assuming that Central State was still going to have our homecoming. And HBCU homecomings, I'm telling you, man, it is like a black holiday for adults. It's like you're going to see all your friends you used to kick it with so hard when you were in college, and you can get away and just turn up with them and have a blast, especially with the frat. So I'm thinking, like, I got to have this royal blue shoe for, you know what I'm saying, some kind of signature jersey I'm going to make or do whatever. But then, of course, COVID, it got canceled, but it was worth it. I just wanted to make sure I had my hand on it before October when it was supposed to release, because our homecoming is in October. So right there is my number 6 pickup of 2020 is the Air Jordan 3 Blue Cement. All right. We're halfway through the list, and I want to drop some honorable mentions. Now, these next 2 shoes is my honorable mention. I know people gonna go crazy, and leave your comments down below and tell me what you think. But for me, these didn't make my top 10, and one of them definitely could have, but it was just like, it was so many silhouettes or so many other shoes that I wanted, and I put ahead of it that I just liked so much more that I could not add them. But coming in with my first honorable mention will be the LeBron 7 Fairfax. Now, I'm not a big LeBron shoe fan. I do like the 7, and I had a pair. Well, I have a pair of 16s I'm gonna get rid of because I don't even wear them anymore. I like the 17s. I haven't jumped into them. The 18s are okay. I'm not a big head, but when I saw this shoe, I was like, yeah, I gotta cop it. And if you know me and you've been following my channel for a minute, you know this right here will set it off. That nod to the Air Jordan 11 is what set it off for me. That's what did it for me. It was just that nod, that patent leather. I mean, it's not as, it don't seem like it's such a nice cut like an Air Jordan 11, but it looks really nice. And then around the tongue, how they wrapped it. I like these little metal lace loops for this one. I thought it was dope. The fly wire is okay, but it was the color. Because I mean, the color kind of threw me off, because in the pictures it looked like it was red. And then it looked kind of like it's maroon, but it's more crimson. I always thought I could probably get this off with some Central State outfits and whatnot and kind of blow it up that way, but it kind of didn't work out that way when I got the shoe in hand. But they are comfortable because they're, you know, for wide footers, and this gives a whole lot. And then you got all that air under there that really, you know, really makes it comfortable. I mean, it's a dope shoe. I mean, I like the setup, but it was the patent leather that really set it off for me. So this is one of my honorable mentions. And the fact that they actually dropped the PE version. You know, I always think that's dope when Nike drops the player exclusive version for the public. that's just dope. I mean, I don't know too much about Fairfax High School and why they chose to do them one and all that. The history behind that, I don't know, but I just think it's dope that they dropped one and the public could get their hands on it. So that was my first honorable mention of 2020. Now, my next honorable mention, which I know people go trip, is the Air Jordan 1 Royal Toe. Now, a lot of people have this in they're pretty much in their top 10, and it is a clean ass shoe. I mean, this year, 2020 and the end of 2019, I really got into the Air Jordan 1 silhouette more and more often. The high OGs, you know, I've seen that video, go watch that video, high OG versus the mids and stuff like that. But I really got into Air Jordan 1s, high OGs this year. And this one, I really wasn't even on my radar, to be honest with you. I love royal blue. I love it with the white and royal blue. Of course, frat colors and that black is clean. It's very soft. The leather is really nice. But it really wasn't on my radar. So I think during the quarantine, the actual stay-at-home quarantine part, these dropped on some kind of restock on Nike, and I just jumped on sneakers app, and I just jumped on there to see if I could get them, and I hit. And I'm like, dope. So when they came in, I had to swap the laces up and put those whites in it. But I mean, that Royal Toe is clean, and I don't wore it a lot, so you can see it's starting to get that warm feel in here, and it's really soft. But what really turned it out is that blue, royal blue outsole matched with that white just made it super clean in my opinion. But again, it didn't make my top 10 because I really wasn't eyeballing the shoe like that when it was about to drop. So that's it. Now let's get back. I'm messing up the table. Look at that. Let's get back into the top 10 2020 sneaker pickup. Now coming in at number 5 is the Air Jordan 1 High OG Co.Jp joints. And man, when I seen it, man, that silver just was hot to me. I'm like, that is fire. And it got a lot of history, you know, knowing it came out in 2000, or was it 2001, I believe. It came out in 2001 as an exclusive. It was a mid over in, you know, in China, in Japan rather, I'm sorry. And you know, I wouldn't collect the sneakers back then, but when they brought it back, I just thought it was a dope look. But it's that silver that just really turned it out. And then what I really like, of course, Air Jordan 1s, I like a colored outsole, so you get that medium gray and it just kind of blends in, but it sticks out just enough. You get to the side panel and it's a nice material. It's not leather, but I want to say it's a suede or nubuck or something like that. But it's really nice. The toe is kind of hard, but I like that look. And I like how they did that tongue with the stitch Nike air in it, but made it leather and that tumble feel. And it's just a clean shoe. I didn't like the oval laces it came with, so I topped it off with these little speckles of 3M and the flat lace. I had bought a flat lace gray, but it didn't match right, so I kind of stopped fooling with it. But also, that Air Jordan 1 bubble, I mean, I just think that's a dope look, and that's something you don't get on your Air Jordan 1s. Mostly it's that stamp in there. But this was it just looked so fly to me, so I had to have it. So this is my number 5, the Air Jordan 1 Co.Jp Silver. This is it right here. Now my number 4 is not gonna surprise you at all. If I had those on there, then I had to grab these. And the crazy part about it is for both shoes, this is the Air Jordan 1 Co.Jp Midnight Navy. Again, came out at the same time as the other one, Japan exclusive in the mid. And the crazy part about both of them, I had to pay resale. The silver one, my peoples at my spot, they said they weren't gonna get them till the next week, so I didn't think about it. They came out, they finally got them in. They came out on a Friday, and they tried to call me, but they tried to reach me through Facebook Messenger, and my Facebook account was was in jail for some reason. I don't even remember the reason why, but it was in jail, so I'm on my backup account, and they didn't know that, and nobody text me or call me, and I was so pissed because I could have got the silver ones for retail. So I ended up paying $300 for the silver ones, and then had to get them off of, I believe I got them off of Go, and then I had to grab these. So same game, limited, only so many pairs. I went to my spot, they had a size 9. I bought the size 9, and then what I did was turned around and flipped that, and then took that profit and put a little bit more money with it and grabbed my size. So all in all, I only really paid $50 over retail for these because I already had the money to buy them, and then I made that little extra profit, but I think they was around $300 too. And it's just a smooth look. I love navy blue and I love white. The outsole and that navy blue is just so clean to me. And then, of course, like I said, the other one, that bubble is clear, a little silver right here. and the tongue with the Nike Air on the stitch and that tumble. But that navy blue is a killer for me. Definitely go with my Detroit Tigers gear. And it's just a clean shoe, man. It's just a clean shoe. And again, I had to do a lace swap because those oval laces for me and Air Jordan 1s just wasn't working. But this shoe is just fire to me. So that is my number 4 pick of 2020. Now when we get into my number 3 pick, we getting close to the end, y'all. My number 3 pick, I don't know if it'd be a surprise or a shock, but it was another one of those shoes that I just had to have in my collection, and it is the Air Jordan 4 PSG. Man, I'm a big fan of Air Jordan 4s if you ain't already noticed. And 2, before I go into any further on that, most of these videos will have a link in the description because I done did unboxings or unfeats of pretty much all these shoes because these are my favorite ones. So check those out if you get a chance. Like I said, make sure you share with your family and friends. Let them know somebody else out there doing this shoe thing. So back into it, the Air Jordan 4 PSG. Everything about this release I love. The packaging with the box, just a different color with that maroon, and then the inside of the box being like a soccer field with just fire. It's just a clean shoe. The leather is decent. It's not gonna blow your mind or anything, but the contrast with the black midsole black, just in that gloss, and then you get this right here. And again, I don't know what paint they use in the material, but it's just a different feel to the touch. It's just fire with that maroon, and then you get that subtle gray right there, and a nice little nubuck. The wingtips in that maroon. Of course, I had to fat lace them out. You already know, I had to fat lace them out. Just everything about it, man, was just dope. Of course, on the inside, you can see that barely. You got that EC Saints of Paris that won't peel off in that stitch. But then the set off of the shoe for me was just the back, the Air Jordan 4 right here. Back tab with that Paris Saint Germain and the Jumpman logo in it. That's just clean as hell. And then last but not least, how they did the tab with that rubber. You know what I'm saying? Instead of that hard plastic that cut into your shin sometimes, they did a soft rubber, and that was dope. And then of course you pull it down and you'll see the 75 for their zip code behind it. It was just so clean. The Panamine and all that, it was just so clean in my opinion that I had to have them in my collection. And I've been trying to collect all the PSGs. Only ones that I don't have are the lows, the PSG 1 lows. I don't know, I'm not a big fan of Air Jordan 1 lows. And then I was just like, it look all right. And then 2, I seen the resale on it recently, and it's like double the price. It was only like $100-something. It's double the price. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I'm not about to spend over retail for that pair. It's just not it. So that's the only PSG that I don't have. I need to cop one of the jerseys, but I was stuck in between if I wanted to get the blank one and put my own name and number and stuff on it, or I was gonna do the other one, and I just got sidetracked and I didn't grab it. So that'll come in 2021. I'm gonna have to grab me a jersey so I can rock these more, because I've literally only worn them once. I want to say, yeah, I did wear them once when I went to go spin. I did spin DJing at a party, and I wore them one time, and I haven't got back in them because of the colorway. I guess you could do it all black, but you got to have some kind of hints of maroon to really set it off. So again, number 3 on my top 20 pickup list of 2020 is the Air Jordan 4 PSG. Now, my number 2 and my number 1. Yeah, I'm just going to get right into it. I ain't going to give you a whole lot of exposition on this one. I had to have this shoe. I have been waiting for this shoe for 10 years, or almost 10 years. And it is the Air Jordan 13 Flints. Iconic. I love 13s and all, but the Flints hadn't released since 2010. It had been 10 years. When I first really started getting the sneaker game for real, like maybe 2015, 2014-ish, I started really getting into the collecting and going after the shoes and stuff I had missed growing up, because again, like everybody else's story when it comes to Air Jordans or sneakers in general, usually what happens is that when you're younger, your family can't afford it, your parents can't afford it, or they're just not going to afford it, not going to pay all that money for the shoes. So I couldn't get them then, when I was younger. And then, by the time I go to college, I don't have money for this stuff. Then kids start coming around, you got less money for this stuff. So it's like, okay, whoop-de-whoop. But I had gotten to a situation where I had, was able to start copping and really get into 14, 15. And then I wanted to go back and get the shoe. But like at this time, the shoe is like 5, 6 years old. I'm just not paying $400 for a shoe that old, and it's probably going to fall apart on me. So I waited like everybody else, kept my fingers crossed, and then Jordan Brand came through with the Air Jordan 13 Flint. And the 3M on these is popping. Of course, again, another lace swap for me with 3M laces. The felt they used on it was nice. You got that blue eye down there with the hits of white on the paw pads. The 3M, I mean, the Panther eye, just everything about it is very comfortable for wide footers, and it's just a clean silhouette with that navy blue and white again. Drop it off with all my Detroit Tigers gear, and you know, whew, even sometimes with my Michigan gear. I mean, it's just one of those shoes, man. It's just, I had to have it, and it's the OG, so it's definitely in the collection. So this is my number 2 pick of 2020, the Air Jordan 13 Flints. And last but not least, if you've been following my channel, you should already know my number one sneaker cop of 2020. You got to know what it is. And of course, it is the Air Jordan 11 Jubilees. Man, now if you've been, like I said, if you've been following my channel, you got to know I am a Jordan 11 head. Jordan 11 is my favorite silhouette of Air Jordan line, but Air Jordan 11, especially the red colorway, is my favorite shoe ever. Like, every time I see it, I get excited. Every time I see the silhouette, I just be pumped for it. Like, I gotta have them. And this was no different. You know, this just released a couple of weeks ago. This was the holiday Air Jordan 11, and I had to have it. It's just super clean, black on black. I mean, a lot of people hated on it, but I like the OG Jordan going down it in that silver. It's just something you don't see. It's something from the original. If you know your sneaker history about these 11s, then you know that was the original design. It just got scrapped for, I believe, quality issues or something like that. But it's just dope. You got your black mesh up here. They actually put leather on the collar. They put that metal Jumpman right on there. It's really clean. You get back to the 23 font, and it's a different kind of film. It ain't like a screen print. It's like a film. They pressed it there. It's really clean and legit. Of course, on the inside, if you can see that, you might not be able to see that on camera. You got that 25. I taped it because I don't want to lose it, because you know, stepping in, you're gonna lose it. That 25 font with the Jumpman logo, it's just fire. Black, nice high cut patent leather, nice and clean with the edges. You see it like a silver white midsole and an icy bottom, but not blue ice, you know, like a cream type ice. They get to the bottom, they give you the silver traction pads. See your Jumpman going through there. I mean, what else did you expect, man? What else do you want from the Air Jordan 11, man? It's just super clean. And plus, they even use leather on the third rung strap. They even use leather for it. Like, yeah, I had to have it. It was kind of funny, man. I knew I had my kid's outfit picked out and paid for and bought like in the summertime, waiting for this release to drop. That's how excited I was. I already knew that I was gonna wear Christmas Day when we get together and, you know, throw our J's on. I already knew what it was gonna be. I knew what it was gonna be. So this one right here, man, is my top number 1 pickup cop for myself of 2020. The Air Jordan 11 Jubilee. It was just executed well. And ain't really too much more to say about that. So that wraps up this part of the video. Like always, please subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and share it with your family and friends, and let's help grow the channel. Let's do bigger and more things in 2021. And hopefully, man, 2020 is you know, been okay for you. Not great, but just, and we lost so many people, good people, family and friends over 2020 to this damn coronavirus. So I just pray that everybody's out there safe, man, and we still and you know, thankful we can enjoy these sneaker cops, but it's bigger things in life. Just, you know, just get every moment you can to give your family and your friends and the people you love their roses while they're here, man. And I hope they all stay safe. I hope all my subscribers come back in 2021. Stay subscribed. We gonna keep doing this thing, man, and just share it and try to grow. So like I said, probably before the end of the year, I'm gonna do a video about my top 10 sneaker L's of 2020. That should be interesting in itself. So I'm gonna get on out of here, man. I want to thank y'all again for sharing y'all time with me. You don't have to do that. As I like to say, when I close down my DJ sets, you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I definitely appreciate that. So we're going to keep this thing strong in 2021. I'm going to get up out of here. Love, peace, and prosperity. I'm gone.